couple weeks ago, I filmed this video of me doing a drawing of one of Sargent's charcoal portraits. It was one of my first drawings actually after moving and just like not having any time to draw. So I actually was just gonna like delete everything and just start over because I was like, I don't want this to be, I don't know, my first like start to something, just because I wasn't happy with the drawing and I don't think I did it very well. But I was like, whatever, I don't even have anyone like watching right now, so why not? It can actually like, you know, help me look back and see, and I'll remember like this was the first drawing that I did, like actually sitting down and trying to draw again after a really long time. So yeah, I'm not super happy with this drawing, and I don't think it's my best work at all. I don't think it's anything special, and I don't think it looks like Sargent's original portrait. But anyways, it's fine to have bad drawings. It's what helps you get to the ones that you like, and I felt very rusty doing this drawing. Yeah, this is one of Sargent's portraits, so I thought a master's study would be a good idea after like just not knowing what to draw and what to do. I did do this though on like the Strathmore toned gray paper, which isn't the one that he used. I'm just kind of like opening up a page of my sketchbook and just getting started with charcoal. So I'm using charcoal pencils and graphite. I wouldn't recommend doing charcoal on top of graphite because it just doesn't really want to stick to it. But that's basically all. I have a little tin on the left that you can see. That's like just kind of like my drawing box. Mostly it's charcoal, and I got a couple of pencils and erasers and stuff in there. But I also have been playing around with like crayon, just like doing messy crayon drawings. I just feel like I just need to do something loose and like start, which I feel like this portrait I just didn't approach it right. I also lost the little bit of me drawing this at the beginning, but basically I just mapped out where the figure was and I added a little charcoal behind her. But honestly, it takes a little bit to get back into drawing every time. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that's a universal experience of if you just stop doing something for a while. I'm the type of person though, when I'm in an artistic mood, it's what consumes me all the time. Like I think about it all day at work. I think about it all the time. I think about it like just looking outside of like, how would I paint that and stuff? And then I'm like completely absorbed. And so when I'm really busy, I don't have that mindset of like just being completely absorbed in my art. And so I think that's why it's just felt like an even longer break. I've been doing some acrylic paintings. They've all been very small, and I've just been doing stuff in sketchbooks. So that's why it doesn't feel like proper art, I guess. But I have still made things. It just feels like it doesn't count because I haven't been in that all absorbed, like very creative mood. And I feel more like that now, even than when I drew this. I recorded this a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month. I don't know exactly, but this was one of my first drawings. And so I didn't even really feel that drive when I drew this, but I do think it's necessary to draw all the time and to try to force yourself to do it. At least that's how I am. I have to like, okay, I'm gonna do a sketch every day, and then I'll become more creative and more like obsessive about it. But if I just do nothing and I just wait to be in the mood, then usually I'll feel even worse about it. And I'll feel like I don't know how to draw anymore. So that's kind of how things have been going. I've been looking at art books, and I did show a couple in the last thing that I posted, but they have been pretty helpful, and I haven't really done a deep dive into them. The week that I'm recording this, I've actually been doing watercolor paintings. I'm hoping I can make a video about that soon because honestly, watercolor just always makes me feel so refreshed with art. I don't know why. It's just, I love watercolor. I love acrylic too. I love both. And I'm trying to get better at so many mediums at once and so many different things at once. And I just need to kind of slow down and start. Like, I feel like sometimes I get in this phase where I just start journaling about everything and I just start like writing down all these goals and saying like, this is the game plan, this is what I want to do. And then I just keep journaling about what I want to do, but never actually start. And so sometimes it's better for me to just start painting and start drawing, even if I feel like it's not good or I'm not ready for it. So yeah, anyways, I just thought it's still interesting to see the process of me drawing, also especially getting back into art. And hopefully it can also inspire you that if you feel like you're just not happy with your art, like it's fine. Just keep going and keep drawing and keep pushing through. And there are also things you can find in your drawings, like I think I did this well, or like this is what I'll change for next time. And that's kind of, this drawing, it's not anything special to me. I love Sargent's drawing of it. I love his charcoal drawings. I think they're really beautiful. I just don't think I captured his delicacy with it. But another thing I'm planning on doing this week is going somewhere and like plein air painting outside. I haven't decided if I'm going to jump in and do oil paints, but if I'm outside, I might as well. I really want to try that, and that can kind of help me paint something from life, paint outside. And that's another thing that I've been wanting to do is try oil paints. So I might as well just do plein air, oil paints, and all of that, because I have a pretty small place to paint and I don't want it to smell. It really made me sick the last time that I painted with even water mixable oils. It would give me a headache. It would make me feel nauseous because I was in a small room, and even if I had the window open, it didn't really matter. So that's a plan for the upcoming week. I would really like to do something like that. I also think it's, I decided actually to make a channel just for no reason when I felt like I didn't know how to draw. And I think part of the reason I did that was because then it felt like there wasn't as much pressure, and I don't know, I feel like I always craved that of like finding people talking about feeling like they couldn't draw or like couldn't make art. And I feel like that it's just, I don't know, it's like a good beginning of like trying to get back into art, trying to get better, and then like documenting the process. So it's been really fun. So I just thought I might as well put this out here. And if anything, it's a good documentation of like, I just remember my first drawing at my new setup desk. Or it's not a new desk, it's just we set the desk up and I actually have a proper place to draw after a while of not having a desk and, having things moved all around. So it was a fun process, and I do think it was a good thing to draw because I haven't drawn portraits in a really long time as well. Yeah, I'm still interested in doing master copies, but I would also like to use them to then dive into my own style, my own work as well. But yeah, I will let you watch, and I hope it can inspire you at least to like pick up a pencil and draw something. is all for this drawing. I'm just finishing it here, and I'm excited to show some watercolors soon, which hopefully I'll get to. But hopefully this was inspiring in some way to remind you that if you're not happy with what you're making, that's the only way to get better. And I hope you have a good time doing something creative that you love.